Welcome to SOF Week 2026. I'm here with Scott Graham, CEO of Hardline Global. And as you can see, we've got an amazing structure. As you know, structures around the world are hard to come by, difficult to put up, challenging to maintain. Scott solved those problems. This is your first year here, Scott?
Second year.
Second year, all right. Well, we're breaking ground here, second year at SOF Week. Give us a breakdown, Scott. How'd you get to establish this company and tell us a little bit about the technology.
Yeah, man. So look, in July of 2024, I got exposed to some great events. One of them out in Moab, Utah, where I got to see a little bit of this fabric that existed. I repurposed this fabric to solve a lot of problems with modern day tenting systems. I embedded myself with Special Operations Command for about a year and a half. We went out in the Arctic, we went out in the desert, we went everywhere with them, and I learned what's wrong with modern day tenting systems. I wanted to solve all of those challenges. So we've repurposed this material, which is actually typically used for paddle boats, or let's say paddle boards, right?
Yeah.
So we've actually re-engineered it. We coat it with TPU. These shelters can exist in negative 60 degrees up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Yeah.
So there is
a sense of the size right now. We're talking.
Yeah. So this one here is 20 feet by 30 feet. Our standard size is about 20 by 40, but we can go 85 feet wide.
Let's go on inside.
Yeah, come on in. So we can go 85 feet wide, 42 and a half feet high, and infinitely long. Everything's modular. These shelters, they get deployed out of duffel bags, right? So literally, 8 duffel bags creates a 20 by 40 shelter, okay? You can fit multiple shelters inside an ISU 90. You roll out the modules, you zip them together, you press a button, and in 6 minutes, you have a shelter that's as hard as concrete, right? And
now you said there's what, about 8 PSI?
7 PSI in this
PSI
right now, yeah.
Makes this structure stand.
Yeah.
And let's get a little sense of the strength.
Yeah. So we've got vehicles sitting right now on a floor that's inflated to 7 PSI. There's not a single structural member anywhere inside the shelter system at all. It's insulated, so if we were to close this big overhead door, it would turn into winter in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get, Max, a little bit of a close-up here. This is the membrane, right?
Yes, sir.
And so, can you explain the technology down to the molecular level?
So we have 2,400 high tensile structural supports bridging the inner membrane to the outer membrane. It holds that in a fixed position at 8 inches. So when we insert 7 to 9 PSI, those high tensile supports stop it at that fixed position at 8 inches, and it turns into concrete night.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, did we talk a little bit about the max and the lows as far as the temperature, what can be withstood?
Negative 60 to positive 180 degrees Fahrenheit.
Negative 60 to positive 180. Wow, that's impressive. That's unbelievable. I mean, we're talking about deployments in the Arctic all the way to the desert.
Absolutely, mate. We wanted to make the world's most versatile shelter system to solve all of the problems with modern day tenting that exists, that has existed since the Roman era. Yep. I mean, you can go inside SOF Week and see tents that probably existed in Julius Caesar's time, right? So,
yeah. No, this is amazing. And give us a sense of the company size right now. Where are you at in your life cycle? I remember we talked a little bit, and I mean, he's moving fast.
Yep.
We're talking 2.5 years, I think, since inception.
So not even 2 years. We're 1 year right now and about 11 months. So we started off, my wife and I just went, okay, we're not going to build our house, we're going to invest into this company. Yeah. My wife cried for 3 days and she backed me, which is a great thing. We took all that money, we threw it into this company. I partnered up with another guy, we threw more money in it. We built a whole bunch of demo equipment. We gave it to SOF, we said, use it, tell us what sucks, we're going to fix it. And so that's what we did, man. And so right now, we've executed a 9-figure cap raise.
Wow. Let's pause on that for a minute. We're talking about a company that's started up less than 2 years and is already, under his leadership, gone out and raised a significant amount of money.
Yep.
That shows you, number one, the demand, the need, but also the willingness of the capital partners to take risk. And this is just the first phase.
That's it.
So we're talking, what right now is your kind of pipeline of delivery for these first sets of tents ultimately?
It's gigantic, man. We just delivered a $300 million quote to ADF.
Wow.
And so we expect to deliver a similar size quotation to South America.
Yeah.
We're working with Japan right now. We have resellers that are coming up all over the world at the moment.
Yeah.
We have a factory in Seattle, a factory in Tampa, building another factory. We're actually talking right now with folks in Michigan. They're hopefully going to match funds so we can build a factory there as well.
Amen.
So, very
US,
compliant, man.
US focused, US developed.
Absolutely, U.S. developed.
Yeah.
So I was born in Ohio, despite my weird accent. Sorry, but we. So also note that all of the material. So this material that we build this out of, we are going to build in the United States, both weaving and coating through either acquisition or greenfield. So we're going to be building this material ourselves, one way or the other. Yep.
Wow.
So our entire supply chain.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good news for the U.S. Special Forces and the rest of the military. I guess, for the viewers who are former veterans,
yes, sir,
as well as their families and other supporters, capital partners as well, who may be looking for the ability to stay up to speed with your development,
yes, sir,
and also follow your growth as the company continues to do so. What would you say, number one, two things, what's one of the challenges? It doesn't have to be the biggest challenge. But what's one of the challenges that this community maybe could do to get more involved, to help, to support the business's development?
Look, from my perspective, it's all about scaling manufacturing. We have pre-sales and sales that are just gigantic, right? So as a matter of fact, I anticipate that we're going to have an approved just somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion project here in the United States within a matter of a couple of months.
And now this is primarily government, federal level.
Right now it is, but you got to think that these shelter systems, guys,
you've got
it's not
civilian,
just military,
private sector use cases.
Yeah, man. Look, you think about, we've got disaster, happens all around the world, humanitarian, right? So we'd love to get some of these out there in Africa and around the world to help.
Yeah, everywhere where there's lack of shelter, proper shelter, until further shelters could be built using traditional means.
Yes.
Right, these stand up, as we said, in record time and without a huge force. I mean, what are the number of guys you need to set up?
I can set these shelter systems up myself alone.
Wow.
Right?
No way.
So operators can set these shelters up instead of bringing in big teams that know how to set up camps and all the rest. Operators could literally set up a bare base on their own. Right, so we have pump systems that we have developed in conjunction with one of our partner companies. We have a Milwaukee battery pump, mate, that set this entire shelter up in just a few minutes. But we also have a power pump that we developed. You push a button, and this entire shelter goes up in 6 minutes.
And what kind of training? I know we're going on here a bit, but what kind of training would that take? If, let's say, just coming up with wild ideas here. There's such demand. If you had the ability to just roll these out the back of vehicles or cargo planes, for that matter, for people in need. Are they as simple to assemble as, dropping an instruction manual or do you need somebody with an expertise?
No, you don't need anybody with expertise. If you know how to use a zipper, there's probably 10 zippers that you have to zip, and then you press a button, you've got yourself a base.
Wow. So there it is, guys. Here we are. Obviously a lot of private sector and humanitarian opportunities as well to develop this business together. If you have any questions, where can they reach you and how's best to get in touch?
Absolutely. So hardline-global.com or Scott at hardline-global, Scott.Graham, Graham, at hardline-global.com is how you can get a hold of us. Check out our website, check out our YouTube channel. It's a bit amateur, I did it myself, so I apologize. We're going to get better.
But had your hands busy, right?
You can imagine shelter systems in duffel bags. You press a button and they're as hard as concrete. That's what we do.
That's such a gift. God's given him that vision, and now it's a reality. And we challenge all of you back home as well. Obviously, shelters, homes, bases are the first key component of setting up logistics operations, economic development, or if it's for battle environments, obviously headquarters and command. So, if you have any ideas, you'd like to get in touch, please get in touch with Scott. And we'd love to hear back from you more on your thoughts as well. Thank you for all our service members and veterans. We appreciate everything you've done, and we look forward to continuing to serve and bringing you the best tech that's coming out of SOF Week in 2026 and going forward. So thanks for tuning in, Scott.
Thank you, Kyle.
It's been an
honor.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, honor's all mine.
Pleasure.
Thank you.